Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Friday, June 13, 2025. Making the headlines tonight, bus operators demand transparency before backing National Bus Company. PUC rules no electricity rate increase for next year. And union president accuses government of using public funds for smear campaign. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Explore the great outdoors with Benny's Quality and Savings.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited-time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because it's smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart gains, smart savings, smart you. Smart, bringing people together.
Whether the job is big or small, every super handy dad needs the right tools. And at Brothers Habet and Habet, we have what you need. Enjoy super savings all June like 15% off all power tools and hand tools, 25% off track car batteries, Eureka Vats, and Pisaforte towels, 25% off Penta Decon and discontinued colors, 30% off Valspar, and 40% off Dutch Boy paints. Plus, we're giving away $200 to 6 lucky super handy dads. Every $50 you spend gets you a chance to win. So this year, give Dad his best gift yet from Brothers Habet and Habet. Come in or reach out today. Happy Father's Day to all super handy dads.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it again. Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be live performance of Racindio. Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall, special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Police Dashboard 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Power Convention Center. Don't miss it.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Belize Bus Association has released a 3-page position paper on the Ministry of Transportation's proposal to establish a national bus company, NBC, under a public-private partnership, PPP. The association, which says it represents 31 licensed private sector bus operators, affirms that it embraces the need for modernization and supports uplifting our national transport standards. However, to date, they have not endorsed the PPP concept due to many unanswered questions. These include the financial plan that would shed light on how the bus company would be funded, sustained, or managed. As such, they say it is unreasonable to expect buy-in. They note that any investor would reasonably request the financial model, the identified private investors, a 5-year projection of dividends, and a return on investment for shareholders, among others. According to the BBA, the concept includes over 100 brand new buses, the construction of a new bus terminal in Belize City, nationwide infrastructure upgrades, and the implementation of a modern cashless system. At the same time, the BBA contends that old buses are a result of fare limitations, not due to operator neglect. It adds that with the fare averaging 16 cents per mile, it is not feasible for operators to upgrade their fleets. The BBA says that the majority of commuters are students and low-income commuters who are, quote, extremely price sensitive, end quote. They affirm that comfort is secondary to affordability in Belize. According to the BBA, even Floralia and the Eve buses in Belize City had to reduce their prices because people could not afford it. To function, the BBA says the new bus company would have to charge double the current rates. They use as an example of the rate going from $8 to $16 for the commute from Belize City to Belmopan. The BBA is calling for a structured and respectful dialogue with existing operators to co-develop a hybrid model that combines public oversight with private sector experience and resilience. We spoke with Thomas Shaw, the president of the Belize Bus Association, who reported on the position of his members at a meeting held last week, Sunday.
They wanted to know about funding. They wanted to know how would the dividends be shared. We heard about Social Security, and it says so Social Security, along with the government, they would be the major shareholder in this, and the operators, what is left, the dividend would be very, very small. So they were looking at how the dividend would be worked out quarterly, monthly, or yearly, because most operators, they on a daily basis, they are accustomed to collecting money to survive in terms of their livelihood, paying their light, water, buying fuel, and all the rest of it. So operators were looking at all of this and trying to figure out how would it be worked out, because as the minister stated that, remember, with no bus again, it's a company who will be owning these buses, and what it is, it all depends on the shares that you have. Your dividend will actually base on that, and they were looking at that, and they said, well, you know what, I'm giving up my birthright, I'm giving up everything. And some said they don't mind getting out, but in other words, they're saying, well, compensate me then and let me get out. But they cannot just afford to have somebody come to your establishment and value one or two buses, and that's based on your years of operation. If you work 20, 30 years, when you retire, you're looking at pension or a servant's pay. Some operators say, Mr. Shaw, I'm 50, 60 years already. Say, if this company form, I say, I don't have no benefits because they don't want to employ me. So that was another factor. And as I said, the dialogue is good, but I just think that it's being fast forward.
According to Shaw, they have been told the government wants to get the project off the ground by January 31, 2026. He says some operators feel that the goalposts are changing and added that all operators upgraded their buses according to the requirements under Minister Rodwell Ferguson's tenure. He is set to meet with Minister Dr. Louis Azabane on Monday. The Public Utilities Commission, PUC, has denied Belize Electricity Limited's request for a 7.5% increase in electricity rates that would have come into effect on July 1st and continue through to June 30, 2026. PUC issued its final decision on Thursday. PUC has also asked BEL to make a comprehensive filing that includes the establishment of a proposed wholesale generation subsidiary and the proposal rates to be charged. Additionally, BEL has been asked to make a comprehensive filing on its proposed new cost reflective tariff structure. Union President Dean Flowers is under attack in a smear campaign that appears to be orchestrated to wipe out the support of the public for the teachers and public officers who are locked in a labor dispute with the government. In a recorded statement on Facebook Thursday, Flowers accused the government of using its press office for the attack.
The government of Belize, through its press office operatives, have chosen a path of division, defamation, and deception instead of dialogue. They have launched a taxpayer-funded campaign to discredit the joint unions and personally attack my character. This government has once again weaponized state resources to spread false financial claims about the salary adjustment we seek, aiming to turn citizens against hard-working public officers. They have engaged in union-busting tactics that promote hatred and undermine the dignity of Belizean workers. I call on all right-thinking Belizeans to reject these despicable actions. Public funds must serve the people, not finance political vendettas.
Flowers argues that since these public officers are allowing themselves to be used in this manner, they should renounce whatever benefits the public sector workers' unions derive from their activism and negotiations with government.
to public officers aiding the government in these attacks. If you use your position in the press office to attack the union that is fighting for you, then please do the honorable thing, man. Formally renounce future benefits won by the PSU. Submit a written declaration to the Financial Secretary and please copy in the PSU. And that declaration should read the following. It should state that you do not wish to receive any salary adjustments, any increments or benefits negotiated by the PSU. We will honor you and we will publicly recognize your integrity. To those CEOs who support these type of division, to those CEOs who also received raises without even asking, while frontline workers were suffering and continue to suffer, I call on you to show true leadership. Write to the Financial Secretary and please copy in the PSU as well, stating that you are hereby returning your unrequested increase to fund social programs for those who genuinely need it. Hypocrisy must end. Put your privilege on paper. Make no mistake, the government will be held legally and ethically accountable. These government-funded ads, these attacks simply waste thousands of public dollars on propaganda ads to preferred paid media. These government-funded attacks constitute defamation. Imputation likely to lower me in the estimation of right-thinking Belizeans. They violate the spirit of public service and labor rights. I will therefore pursue accountability at the personal, institutional, and media levels. Belize deserve mature leadership.
Flowers says Belize does not need childish, petty politicians and has called on the membership to hold the line and prepare for nationwide solidarity action. For the first time that we are aware of, the Canadian government issued a travel advisory for Belize. This may be due to the increased travel of Canadians to the country. Travel and Tour World, just at the start of the month, wrote, quote, Canadian travelers are reshaping Caribbean tourism by driving record-breaking arrivals in hotspots like the Bahamas and Belize. Thanks to their growing preference for authentic, eco-friendly, and easily accessible island experiences that go beyond traditional sun and sand vacations. This shift reflects a new era of travel demand from Canada, where direct flight connectivity, sustainable resort options, and culturally immersive adventures are now influencing destination choice more than ever before, end quote. The pretty comprehensive advisory issued on June 6th urged Canadians to exercise a high degree of caution while in Belize and to avoid the south side of Belize City unless necessary. The advisory cites violent and petty crime, credit card and ATM fraud, and harassment of women. The advisory also warned Canadians not to travel by public bus and added that taxis are not safe. On Thursday, the Minister of Tourism, Honorable Anthony Mahler, commented on the advisory.
Well, I mean, there are times when these things are done for reasons other than anything happening in the country, because I don't see any uptick in crime. I don't see any of these things happening right now, but it happens, and we have to continue to navigate through all of that. It's not an easy thing to push an industry like tourism forward, especially in these troubling times of global uncertainties.
After the break, even more chaos in the UDP as a rally is planned ahead of NPC meeting. Stay with us.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Of appliances that just don't last? Appliances that just can't keep up? It's time for a change. GE Appliances delivers reliability, innovation, and performance you can trust. The decision is easy. Don't settle for less. Choose quality, choose reliability, choose GE. Paid for by homeowners who demand better appliances.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying help you right now. When I this daily? For 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
The discord in the United Democratic Party continues. Moses Shine Barrow has written a statement to the members of the National Party Council, NPC, and members of the party ahead of tomorrow's meeting, citing efforts to undermine the proceedings. It calls on the membership not to be distracted by, quote, tactics that will only lead to further division and costly litigation, end quote. He adds that he, along with the party chairman and central executive, have, quote, worked tirelessly to plan the way forward to bring the party together in a manner that respects the provisions of the Constitution, end quote. The meeting is set to begin at 10 a.m. The first item on the agenda is the October 5 National Convention. Thereafter, members will be welcome to participate in special constituency conventions, and then they will discuss the reinstatement of expelled members and constitutional amendments. However, following Hugo Pat's call to boycott the meeting, opponents of Shine Barrow plan to hold a unity rally at Belchina Bridge at 9 a.m. Organizers expect participants from across the country. A day after his lunch hour protest in front of the Ministry of the Public Service on Monday, Gerald Henry, who works In the Office of the Auditor General was sent a letter in which he is notified that for being absent for 16 hours and 1 minute in the span of 3 months between February 1 and May 31 this year, a total of $407.02 will be deducted from his pay. This letter counts the absent time in minutes, which amounted to 961 minutes. Cited in the letter is the Public Service Regulations that speaks to habitual unpunctuality. Henry has been warned that starting July 1st, a deduction of $50 will be applied for lateness. If no improvement is seen, the management says it will proceed to institute disciplinary proceedings against Henry. He called it an act of retaliation but did not deny he has been late and shared that it is a situation that other public officers are also experiencing due to the public transportation system.
As far as I'm concerned, I believe that the letter is a retaliation, no, to the actions that myself and my sister Drea took earlier this week on Monday. Right? To be honest with you, I expected it to have come faster than this, because it usually does. Right? It would have been the following day we would have received something, but I guess they were busy trying to figure out what to use, and then after that they had to figure out how to calculate. Right? And so hence the reason why I believe they took so long with it. No, I travel all the way from Dangriga on a daily basis. So we have a lot of things. Sometimes road conditions. The bus situation, as everyone knows. I think people don't understand how difficult it is from Dangriga though, right? Because in Dangriga, if we don't catch the 6:30 express, right, that comes from all the way from Punta Gorda, if you don't catch that 6:30 express, you're 100% sure you're going to be late, right? There's only one bus that gets us here before 8 o'clock, unless, as some public officers really push themselves to do, and catch 5 o'clock bus, which gets them here at 6:30. And that's really inconvenient, to say the least, no. But that's what some public officers are forced to do. Myself, I try to make this an additional sacrifice, and I drive certain days and carpool along with some other public officers who are struggling as well to make it here on time.
Henry said this is the reason why when he was president of the PSU, he worked out having 2 chartered buses for public officers from the South. However, this was disrupted by COVID. The deplorable state of the Mexico Sports Center, which is no longer being used for sporting events, was highlighted at the end of January this year. The facility was damaged during Hurricane Lisa in November 2022, and 2.5 years later, it remains in disrepair. On Thursday, the Minister of Sports, Honorable Anthony Mahler, was asked for an update on any plan to repair the facility. Mahler said they are looking to raise necessary capital to invest in the auditorium.
Yes, we have been looking at that, and I'm talking to the Ambassador Arnold, to ensure that we get it rehabilitated. We're working on certain things right now to raise the necessary capital to invest in most of the facilities. Now, when you talk about large capital investments like those facilities need all across the country, the monies that we're able is just to do some initial work to improve them, whereby our people can feel comfortable in going into those facilities.
As we previously reported, there will be no Belize International Music and Food Festival in 2025. Tourism Minister Honorable Anthony Mahler had explained that the break is temporary and that during the hiatus, a permanent structure will be built at the Honorable Louis Sylvester Sporting Complex, more commonly known as Sacachispas Field in San Pedro and Burgers Key. This multi-purpose structure will serve as the permanent home of the festival, as well as that's available for other events, including sports. On Thursday, Mahler gave more details on what the facility would look like.
Well, it entails having a roof, like a dome-like, bathroom facilities, proper bathroom facilities, proper concessionary stands, the cementing of the floor, a stage, and other amenities that we can have a place where we can have these types of events. It can be used for sports, it can be used for entertainment, but it is going to be a multi-use facility.
In police news, the Belize Water Services facility in the Dyke area of Belize City was robbed. Stolen were 2 generators, a power washer, and electrical items. Police are investigating the report made by the security guard today that he was approached by 6 men, 3 of whom were armed with firearms. According to 39-year-old Brandon Bernardes, one of the assailants struck him to the forehead with a firearm, and the men then proceeded to take the keys to the company container. Also stolen from Bernardes were his vehicle keys, wallet, and cell phone. Bernardes was then restrained with zip ties and locked inside the container. Fortunately, he was able to free himself and seek assistance. After the break, Blood Bank condemns act of paying individuals to donate blood. Stay tuned.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because it's Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
V-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it again. Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Forward Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be live performance. Vasindio, Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall, special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Police Dashboard 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Power Convention Center. Don't miss it.
World Blood Donor Day is observed on June 14 every year. However, this year the Belize National Blood Transfusion Service, or the Blood Bank, is observing the day today. Nurse Doreen Madrill explained the importance of the day and how regular blood donors help keep the various hospitals across the country, both public and private, stocked with sufficient blood units.
Today, normally every year we have World Blood Donor Day, which is June the 14th, yearly. But we're celebrating it today, June the 13th, as recognizing our donors and giving them honor, no? And we're thanking all our donors today for giving us their blood. Well, it's a daily thing. The point is why we have shortage of blood is because when we have emergencies like road traffic accident, gunshot, stab wound, those are emergency, and they have never been denied of getting their requests. No request has ever been denied. But the point is that we need to encourage your relatives to come and replace back some of those blood for us that we have helped their family with.
For those who are interested in donating but are not familiar with the procedure, Nurse Madrill explained what the process is.
Blood bank is full of love, number one. Whenever you come here, get greeted well. And the process is very simple. Normally, first you need to be healthy, because remember, blood donors are healthy people. They help the sick. And you come, you could have a meal if you choose to. But first of all, you avoid anything that is oily. No fatty food from early in the morning. And you go through the questionnaire. And if you're qualified, then we continue with the process. Because when you come, you have a finger prick that determines the hemoglobin level, which for men it's 13.5 and female it's 12.5. So any hemoglobin level that is above the required amount, you're qualified to donate.
Nurse Madrill said a social event to honor donors and staff was planned for this evening starting at 5 to 8 p.m. at the Blood Bank on Main Avenue in Belize City, next to the Belize Diagnostic Center.
I would like first of all to thank all our voluntary donors this morning, all donors in general, but most of all the voluntary donors, because those are the ones that help us out. And I want to say a big thank you to each and every donor who is listening at this present moment. We're sending a thank you to you guys. Come out and donate. I would like each and everyone to continue to donate voluntarily, because if we don't do that, we wouldn't have been here today asking and begging for blood. Everybody would have the use of blood. I would just like to say a big thank you to all of us, all our staff here. We're working tirelessly to make this day a great day for our donors. We will celebrate a little social this evening from 5 to 8 to honor our donors this evening.
It has become a standard practice whenever blood donors are needed to pay individuals to donate on behalf of a patient who requires a blood transfusion. However, today, Nurse Doreen Madrill said that they condemn the practice. She explained that it can tamper with the screening process, which is done prior to blood collection.
I would definitely disapprove of that, because whenever you offer anything like cash, those donors will not come and be truthful. Everybody will lie on that questionnaire, and that's the first place where we go wrong. Because if you will come and say something which is definitely not the truth, and we're supposed to process that blood. I don't believe in that at all. I will not encourage or condone that, and the blood bank does not do that, does not condone such a act.
A unit of blood to have on standby is usually requested for elective surgeries, which are planned, and non-emergency procedures. However, patients have complained that the unit is not always used. Nurse Drea of the blood bank explained what happens if the blood is not used during the procedure.
All elective surgeries required 1 unit of blood, use it or not. And 1 unit of blood lasts 35 days. And when people are complaining that they don't use the blood, it's not that we don't issue the blood to the lab. It's a doctor who requests that unit of blood for that person. And if that person doesn't need that unit of blood, they will not be able to use it. And the blood is not transferable because it only lasts once the recipient receives the receipt, it lasts 30 days. And within that 30 days, that pregnant mother can use it or the baby. Apart from that, no, it is left at the blood bank, but it has been used.
For every unit of blood donated, a ticket is issued to the donor. If the donation is being made on behalf of someone else, the ticket would need to be presented at the healthcare institution. However, the physical ticket is required and a photo of it would not be accepted. Nurse Madrill explained why this is so.
No, we don't accept photo on the WhatsApp. You need the original receipt. That's why we work from lab to lab, district to district. Whenever they receive a unit of blood and they issue a receipt and they come to the hospital and apparently they don't have the receipt, then we can get in contact with the lab where they donated the blood.
The blood bank requests that donors be of the same blood type as that of the recipient of the blood transfusion. Nurse Madrill explained that this helps when a patient has a rare blood type.
Well, for negative, you must be donated negative blood, because those are the type that doesn't come in. The negatives, they don't come in. And normally when they come here and ask for negative, I start with the family first. Because sometimes you go on social media, you call the radio station, you call the TV station, you call everywhere except beside you. And normally that negative is right in the home, but we look there last. When you come here, we encourage you to search the family first. Then you look outside.
The Hope Center on Central American Boulevard in Belize City has been renovated by the Belize City Council to be able to house an expansion of the Youth Connect Student Hub. The first of its kind in the city is located at the Belize City Hall. Students will be able to visit the hub after school to get assistance from tutors. Mayor of Belize City, Bernard Wagner, explained that the first hub was proven successful.
Man, that first hub really has been a game changer in the city in terms of delivering the sort of institution where our kids can go after school to get mentoring, to get tutoring, to help with their homework. I would say, given the past year, that within that first hub, we have served over 500 kids in that hub, and we're anticipating with the addition of this additional hub. It's really an investment, right? It's a strategy really to invest in our youths now.
So how does it work? The students come here after school, or?
Yeah, this is open from 1 until 7, and then on Saturdays from 9 until 2. We have an in-house tutor that assists the kids with homework, mentoring. If you may want to put a resume together, he or she is able to facilitate you with that. So it serves both in-school students and out-school students.
And is there a gap on how many persons can be facilitated at a certain time?
For this facility, it is about 20 here at this facility at the downtown City Hall. It's approximately 50.
So it's for any student of any level?
Any student at any level, and this is a very strategic area given that it serves Lekai, Pickstock and Freetown Division, so we felt that this was a very strategic area. But we want to really expand the hub initiative. It's a part of our broader plan of really driving youth development and providing the spaces that they can learn in a nice environment.
Area Representative of Pickstock, Honorable Anthony Mahler, explained that the Hope Center already serves the community. As to the Youth Connect Student Hub, he said he would like to expand the initiative nationwide.
So we've had this place here for at least 2 or 3 years. In there, mainly single mothers and women working to make shampoo, conditioner, detergent, stuff like that. And then we have the woodwork section, and then we have the tour section that we're working on. And so we want to do river tours. But this is a hub, and then you have the section for support services whereby battered women can come and feel that they have a sense that they will be heard, and young people, children from all across the city would come in and get support here. We do sewing, we do all sorts of stuff here, and this is just an improvement to what we've done over the last 2 or 3 years.
What's your vision? Because I know you spoke about that a little bit in your speech, your vision to roll it out countrywide.
Well, because I truly believe that if a large portion of the people who graduate from primary school don't graduate from high school, then to compete as a nation in this digital age, we will struggle. And I truly believe that when many of the kids get home, they don't have the necessary support at home. And so I think after school programs like this will definitely help our young people in terms of staying in school, advancing in terms of their education. Like I said earlier on, education doesn't guarantee anything, but it is a crucial part for us to be able to compete as human beings.
Mayor Wagner thinks a national expansion of his council's initiative is a great idea.
I think it's a great idea because many of our kids are being left behind. Many of our kids who go to school not have accessibility to internet and spaces where there's a built-in tutor there to really mentor and tutor those kids. At all these hubs we have that within the scope of the project, and so I think having this expanded across the city, across the country would be something huge for the development of our kids and investment in our kids for future social and economic returns down the road.
And the Atlantic Bank Limited has announced that their new Belmopan building is now complete, and the bank will be relocating to the new building on Tuesday, June 24. The new building is located at the corner of Constitution Drive and Forest Drive in Belmopan. The existing branch located at the Garden City Plaza will be closed on Monday, June 23, as the bank relocates. However, the ATM located at the plaza will still be functioning on that day. The bank thanks their Belmopan customers for their cooperation and understanding. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again Monday at midday. Join us again Monday for another news broadcast. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.
Thank you.